Hi, this is Shelley Kraft, and welcome to SNNLive. We're at the Biotech Healthcare Life Science Week 2013 here in San Francisco. With me is Dr. Dayan Goodenowe, and he's a Ph.D. He's the CEO of Phenomenome Discoveries, a private company. Dayan, welcome back to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. It's always nice to be here. I remember a couple years ago at the Biotech showcase that we met the first time. So,
yeah, well, let's hear how far you've come.
Well, Phenomenome Discoveries is a biotechnology company. We've been around 12 years. The key aspects of our technology are biomarkers and diagnostic products, and now we're involved in therapeutics for disease.
You know, you were pretty early in biomarkers. I mean, when I heard biomarkers from you, it was very early, and I hadn't heard many other companies talk about biomarkers. How far have you taken biomarkers?
Yeah, the biomarker field is a very large field, and it encompasses people that are looking at genetic biomarkers. There's transcriptomic or gene chips, proteins, but we focus on small molecules called metabolites, molecules like blood cholesterol, blood glucose, except that now we have a much larger number of those that we look at to identify which ones are actually really specific to, say, colon cancer versus Alzheimer's disease.
So how have you expanded from the biomarker way of doing things to therapeutics and products coming to market?
Well, the key is translating science into business and actually making it viable. And so it's translation which is critical. Discovering a biomarker is the easy part. Developing it to a viable commercial product is the real difficult problem. And that's what we've really spent our time and energy being able to translate a biomarker into a regulatory approved product with all the quality controls that you'd expect in a high quality product.
So let's talk about specifics,
okay,
which I know you can't wait.
So in the diagnostics arena, our key products are in oncology and in neuroscience. And so colon cancer, we have a blood test for colon cancer that's now launched in Canada with over 90% sensitivity for early stage 1 colon cancer. It's predictive of the disease, so it has more value than something that looks for the tumor process itself. And we'll be launching our pancreatic blood test later this year. What's also happened from the diagnostic side in, say, Alzheimer's is that we've identified the biochemical systems that are perturbed in Alzheimer's and then develop therapeutic products that go in and normalize that system that's not healthy. And so we have therapeutic products now in Alzheimer's, secondary progressive multiple sclerosis, and in orphan disease of RCDP.
You know, you sound like a company that could use some very large pharma partners. I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, is that a good question?
Yeah, it's the pharma side is very interesting because since we're dealing with metabolic systems and the molecules that we have synthesized and patented actually restore endogenous human systems, these molecules are actually designated as medicinal foods. So they're actually a prescription food, which makes it a far more simple regulatory path. They're far more safer to deal with because the human body is actually taking a molecule that it already knows. We simply formulate it and synthesize it in a way that it's biologically available to that individual. So from a pharma side, we have two interesting areas. One is the medicinal food perspective, which is the same as a drug, still requires a prescription from a doctor, and the orphan diseases, which is another hot area that people are interested in. So by all means, we're interested in partnerships with pharma. The FDA process is clearly a benchmark that I think all companies worldwide aspire to go through. But it's not the global regulatory and the global marketplace now has opened up a lot of markets that many companies are entering into prior to the U.S. But ultimately, the U.S. is a key market for everybody.
So where does Phenomenome go in 2013? What do you see happening?
Well, in 2013, we'll be launching our diagnostic products worldwide. And so they're launching Canada this year. We expect to be in Japan and India, China, the Middle East, Africa, and so on. And then the United States, we hope to be on the market here as well sometime next year in the diagnostic products. The therapeutic products are entering their clinical trial phase right now, so we're hoping to start a large clinical trial on Alzheimer's later this year and secondary progressive multiple sclerosis sometime at the end of this year, if not early 2014.
Okay, it's that time. Get your pencils out. Let's get that website out there.
Yeah, it's phenomenome.com, and that's PHENOMENOME.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Dayan Goodenowe. He's a Ph.D. from Phenomenome Discoveries, a private company. We're SNNLive. We're at the Biotech Healthcare Life Sciences Week 2013 here in San Francisco. Dayan, let me thank you for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you very much, Shelley. It's been a pleasure.